Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers confirm there are now two couples engaged to get married on the CBS soap. Fresh off the heels of Hope Logan Annika Noel and Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor wedding announcement, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddick popped the question and Ridge Forrester said, yes. With two Forrester Creations weddings in the works, toes are bound to be stepped on. Here's what's coming up this summer on B&B, spoilers down below. B&B viewers know that Carter Walton and Ridge Forrester Torsten K still have a lot of unresolved issues after the big takeover at FC. There's a lot of tension between Carter and Hope and the Forrester family, but they are all trying to move forward amicably. That will obviously go out the window when both grooms want to make their weddings the Forrester Creations event of the year. The bold and the beautiful always pulls out all the stops for their daytime TV weddings, from shooting the nuptials in foreign countries to turning the altar into a fashion runway. Spoilers say that Carter and Ridge will both want to incorporate the company into their weddings, or at least the designers and dresses at minimum. Hope Logan and Taylor Hayes will have their own wedding rivalry. Hope's mom will be devastated that Ridge is marrying Taylor. There's no way Hope is going to make it easy for Taylor and Ridge to say, I do. Even if Ridge and Taylor do make it to the altar on B&B, spoilers say Brooke could go off on a bender and crash the ceremony. Brooke hasn't fallen off the wagon in a while now, and she's about due to hit the bottle. Which wedding do you think will be better? It was supposed to be the fashion event of the year. An opulent, star-studded wedding that would solidify love, legacy, and the Forrester brand. But in the glittering halls of Forrester Creations, where egos are as finely stitched as the gowns, nothing stays peaceful for long. What started as a romantic union has spiraled into a full-blown wedding war, threatening to tear the family and the business apart. Steffi Forrester and Thomas Forrester had each been planning monumental weddings, both set to take place under the banner of Forrester Creations. Thomas had proposed to Hope Logan once again, convinced that their on-again, off-again romance deserved a fresh start. At the same time, Steffi had surprised everyone by announcing her intention to renew her vows with Finn, hoping to reset their marriage and heal from the chaos brought on by Sheila Carter's lingering presence. Hope, energized by Thomas's renewed devotion, insisted on a couture bridal collection launch at the wedding. Steffi, not to be outdone, wanted to pair her vow renewal with the debut of a sustainable luxury line she had been working on in secret. Eric Forrester, still recovering from his health scare, tried to play peacemaker, but even he couldn't control the tidal wave of ambition, jealousy, and clashing visions flooding the company. At the heart of the battle stood Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, each caught in a familial crossfire. Ridge found himself playing mediator between Steffi and Thomas, while Brooke, ever the defender of Hope, championed her daughter's right to the spotlight. Meetings at Forrester Creations turned into shouting matches, and boardroom discussions began to resemble battlegrounds. Brooke pleaded with Ridge, "Can't we do both? Can't we celebrate love without making it a competition?" But Ridge, weary and torn, confessed, "There's only so much room on one runway, Logan. And only one bride can be the face of Forrester." Unbeknownst to everyone, Hope had an ulterior motive for pushing her wedding to the forefront. While her love for Thomas had grown genuine, she hadn't entirely let go of Liam. Her bridal collection, coated with symbolism, soft pastels, and subtle nods to her past, was her final, silent message to the man she once called her soulmate. And she wasn't the only one playing chess behind the scenes. Steffi had always been the more pragmatic sibling, and she knew how to play corporate hardball. With Zend backing her and Paris supporting the sustainability angle, she went directly to the press, leaking the exclusive news of her vow renewal and green fashion debut. Magazines ate it up. Social media exploded. Hope's team was blindsided. Hope confronted her in the design office, voice shaking but firm. "You sabotaged my wedding to win a headline." Steffi didn't flinch. "You're not a Forrester. You're a Logan trying to hijack our legacy." That line hit like a slap. Soon, Forrester Creations was split. Staff were forced to choose sides. Team Hope or Team Steffi? The models bickered. Designers competed for fabric, time slots, and media attention. Carter Walton, as Koo, tried to restore order, but even he couldn't untangle the growing web of personal vendettas. Even Eric began to question his legacy. Did I build a house of couture or a house of conflict? Meanwhile, Liam Spencer reappeared, just as tensions peaked. Drawn in by the wedding news and Hope's emotional state, he found himself once again between two women and two families. But this time, it wasn't about love. It was about loyalty. Hope confided in Liam, admitting that she wasn't sure if marrying Thomas was right anymore. He's changed, Liam said cautiously. But has he changed enough? At the same time, Finn privately expressed his doubts to Taylor Hayes about Steffi's motives. She says she's doing this for us, but it feels like she's doing it for control. Taylor, always the therapist, began to worry that both of her children were using weddings to mask deeper insecurities. On the eve of the dual ceremonies, now uncomfortably scheduled 1 hour apart in the same venue, the tension reached a boiling point. Hope discovered that her final bridal gown had mysteriously gone missing. Security footage showed nothing, but the fabrics used in Steffi's new dress bore a striking resemblance to Hope's design. Rage, tears, accusations. I love you, he told Hope, but we're not ready. This whole thing, it's become a circus, and I don't want to marry you for a brand. Hope, heartbroken but relieved, walked away, veil in hand, the train of her unworn gown dragging like the ghost of a dream. Finn arrived at the venue, but something in his eyes had changed. He kissed Steffi softly and told her, I'll say the vows, but not on a stage. The runway lights dimmed. The photographers packed up. Steffi stood at the altar alone, her press guests waiting, her models in formation, but no spectacle to share. Just a woman with ambition facing the consequences of pushing too far. In the days that followed, the company reeled from the fallout. Ridge declared a moratorium on personal events at Forrester Creations. Carter initiated restructuring. Brooke and Taylor finally shared a drink, not in friendship, but in mutual exhaustion over their children's mistakes. And Eric, sitting in his office with the original sketch of the Forrester logo, whispered, We used to make gowns for brides who loved. Now we design weddings for headlines. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, fashion and family will always collide. But love, when twisted by ambition, becomes as fragile as silk under a cutting needle. Let me know if you'd like a follow-up with character reactions, Steffi's redemption arc, or Hope's next move. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.